Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel EduVet. Today we are discussing an important zoonotic disease, that is leptospirosis. This is actually a bacterial or spirochetal disease which is actually a zoonotic and a very fatal disease. Very important zoonotic disease. So let's get started. Leptospirosis is a blood infection caused by the bacteria or a spirochete of the genus Leptospira. It affects both human beings and animals. It can travel, it actually get transmitted from animals to human beings or human beings to animals via contact, direct or indirect contact with the urine of the infected organism or direct mucosa or skin or corneal penetration. Actually, 7 to 10 million people are affected annually in the world, and many death cases and the fatality rate is also high. This is the history of the disease. Actually, Adolf Weil described the first case of leptospirosis in human being in 1886. That's why we call leptospirosis as Weil's disease. Weil's disease. This disease has got many synonyms. The causative agent of Weil's disease was isolated by Inada and Ido in 1915. Actually, the Noguchi proposed the name Leptospira. That means thin spirally coiled organism. Thin spirally coiled organism which settle in the kidney tubules. So the etiology agent that is caused by the bacteria of the genus Leptospira or spirochetes. Many species are present in case of Leptospira. Actually, they are divided into three groups. The etiological agents, that is the pathogenic, the opportunistic, and the free-living non-pathogenic. That means the pathogenic strains are causing the disease manifestation in the human beings. This is actually the Leptospira infrogans, which is the most important and most pathogenic. And there are many species: Leptospira bogue-pittsoni, Santarosai, Noguchi, Whaley, Kirchneri, Alexanderi. These are all regarding the scientist name who has given major contribution to the discovery of the species. So the intermediate is Leptospira inadae, Fainae, Wolffi. And the next is the free-living or the non-pathogenic strains that they do not require a mammalian host to live. That is actually Leptospira biflexa and Leptospira parva. And the Leptospira biflexa was asked in the previous entrance examination. Which among the following Leptospira is not pathogenic? Actually, they are free living. So these are the etiological agents. Leptospira is divided into 20 species based on DNA hybridization. 20 is important. 20. And all recognized species of Leptospira introgans are categorized into 25 serogroups and 250 serovars. Actually, serovars means serological test. Whenever serological test is conducted, many variations will be presented by the bacteria. That is actually serological variations, serovars. The common Leptospira interrogans, which is the most pathogenic species, serovars are. So the Leptospira interrogans has got many serovars, that is serological variants. That is Pomona, Hadjobovis, Ictrohemorrhagia, Canicola, Grippo typhosa, Bratislava, Tarasovi. You have to learn all these names because whenever we go to the pathology of leptospirosis in horses, human beings, dogs, pigs, etc., we'll be coming with these serovars once more. So outbreaks. There are many outbreaks happening in the leptospira in underdeveloped countries and also in developed countries. Actually, these are the major outbreaks. In 1999, after a cyclone break in Orissa, we had a big outbreak of leptospirosis. So these are the synonyms: cane field fever, Weil's disease, 7-day fever. You can see all these diseases. Stargardt's disease, which is important case in dogs. Weinherd disease, spiroketosis, etc. So the epidemiology. Actually, leptospirosis is a worldwide zoonotic infection which is emerging infectious disease. Emerging means it is emerging, and infectious means it is caused by an infectious agent, and this depend upon the animal husbandry, the climate, the human settlement and adaptations. So the morphology of the bacteria. They are actually spirally coiled, slender spirochetes, which are helically shaped And silver impregnation technique is used to demonstrate leptospira in tissues. This is important. In tissues, it is silver impregnation technique. That is, Levaditis stain is used. And whenever to see the smear on slides, we have to use Fontana stain. Characteristically, Leptospira have the hooked ends and two periplasmic flagella. You have to study this point importantly. Rotation of the periplasmic flagella results in distinctive spinning mobility. So cultural characters, actually liquid media is Korthoff's media, Stuart's media, Worthwood's medium. And semi-solid medium is Fletcher medium, EMJH medium, protein-free medium, and Ellis medium. This EMJH medium is very important in case of Leptospira. It was asked in many examinations. So addition of 5-fluorouracil actually is a very inhibitory to this Leptospira organisms. Actually not. See, addition of 5-fluorouracil to any medium will cause the death of bacteria in the colony. But in case of Leptospira, it is not problem. There is no problem of adding 5-fluorouracil. It will not inhibit the development of Leptospira. So rabbit plasma containing high amount of vitamin B12 is a good source for the growth of Leptospira. So this is the transmission is dogs get infected by leaking into the water and in the like everywhere, which is contaminated with the Leptospira. So this the rodents, they are the main reservoir host of the Leptospira. Actually, rodents, they will be having the Leptospira in their kidney and they will be producing urine which is having Leptospira in a high amount. So it can 6 to 7 days, up to 6 to 7 days, the urine contains Leptospira. Actually, see, this is the Leptospira in houses. The eyes, the kidneys, and female reproductive tract is mainly affected. Mostly abortion happens in case of houses. If it is the late trimester, in kidney it will be having glomerulonephritis and necrotic patches, and in the eyes we will be having uveitis and bluish appearance. That is actually due to the hypersensitivity and the Pomona syrovar. This is how Leptospira gains entry into the food. That is, in food corporation chambers and in food corporation buildings, to eat this rice and all, these rodents come and they urinate in the rice. And whenever these rice are used for human consumption, if it is not properly washed and all, we get the infection. So this is the zoonotic aspect. So the pathogenesis. How does the disease occurs in human beings and animals? So infection appears in the blood, invade all tissues and mainly in the kidney. And the convoluted tubules of kidney, they settle down and produce small holes in the endothelium. This leads to vasculitis, capillary vasculitis, petechiae, intraparenchymal bleeding, and this leads to the abnormal electrolytic imbalances. So that will lead to hypovolemic shock and vascular collapse. So this is the hemorrhagic, it's icterus hemorrhagia, that is pathological lesion of Leptospira in human beings. Jaundice and icterus are the other types of lesions or the clinical signs present in human beings. Many skin rashes will be there, flu-like symptoms will be there. Incubation period is actually 5 to 14 days, and this depends upon the bacterial load, strain, health status, and the serum. So moving to the zoonosis aspects, Leptospira in urine is the main causative agent, and so you can see how does the human beings get contracted the Leptospira. So these are the hemorrhagic or purpuric lesions in the human beings. So these are the small spots. It was hypersensitivity reaction or the skin reaction due to MHC presence. Human clinical signs: back pain, fever, chills, vomiting, red eyes, jaundice, etc. So red eyes, jaundice, hemorrhage, vomiting, neck, muscle pain, abdominal aches. So this is the disease syndrome produced in different mammals. Actually, in every species, they'll be having uh, kidney problems, glomerulonephritis, and vomiting and fever. So the other problems mainly in dogs is actually due to canicola and icterus hemorrhagia syrovax. And in sheep, subclinical infection with leptospiroria. That is, they will be secreting large amount of virus in the urine. but they will not be having much clinical symptoms. That is subclinical leptospiroria. So in cattle, they will be suddenly dropping the milk syndrome. That is in Harjo bovis. That's the main species of the serovar present in cattle. And pomona is the main in horses. Pomona that can cause moon blindness, recurrent iridocyclitis, periodic ophthalmia. So these are the maintenance host and incident host of various serovars of introgams. Cattle sheep leptospirosis is ruminant leptospirosis, actually caused by Harjo bovis and Harjo, and this can cause red urine. Actually, this is due to the presence of RBC and hemoglobin in the urine due to the breakage in the vessels of the filtration walls. Actually, these spirochetes, they penetrate the membranes of the kidney, and this leads to hemorrhage and the blood loss through the urine. That is red urine or red water and painful urination, and the urination area will be having a red color. And in cattle, it is leads to flaccid mastitis, equine leptospirosis, recurrent iridocyclitis, and uveitis. Periodic ophthalmia, moon blindness is the main reason. And if at all this is pregnant, it will lead to abortion, stillbirth, and abortion. Mainly infection is actually due to Brachyslava and Pomona. Leptospirosis in canine actually due to Canicola and icterohemorrhagia serovars. And this is known as Stargardt's disease. Actually, it is new scientist name. And Bowman's capsule and the other kidney will be having chronic fibrosis lesions and degeneration of the mucosal membrane. So in porcine, that is the pigs, icterohemorrhagia and Copenhageni and Thalassovia and Bratislava and Pomona, almost all serovars get into the pigs, and lesions include icterus, petechial hemorrhage of liver, kidney, etc., and congestion in the kidney. So these are the postmortem lesions present in the other systems other than kidney. So this kidney, there are necrotic, fibrous necrotic areas in the kidney. So see, fibrous necrotic areas, and this is the affected kidney. Small, see, necrotic and the hemorrhagic lesions. This is severely congested lung. Actually, this after the pathogenesis, after this has the leptospira has got a reach in the blood vessel through the systemic circulation, they move into the lungs and they penetrate the alveoli, and this can lead to the insufficient lung capacity, that is pantering. Okay. So in leptospira pomona infection, hemorrhagic spots, hemorrhage in the spleen, and ascites. So this is the aborted fetus. So these are the lesions. Icteric condition in the mucosa. Necrotic placentitis. This is the necrotic placentitis in mainly in actually happening in the horses. This can also happen in the cattle and sheep. Okay. These are the microscopic lesions. These are small levadity stained leptospira. Small. This is actually what a leptospira will look like. This is the leptospira. This is Fontana and Moore staining. So the diagnosis is actually due to tentative diagnosis based on the clinical signs and vaccination schedule and exposure to contaminated urine. All these details from the order. So the next one is direct microscopy, actually using dark field microscopy, Fontana staining, Levaditis, silver impregnation technique. So in Levaditis staining and fat, animal inoculation test, so microagglutination test, which is the gold standard test for leptospirosis. In many exams, it is asked which is the gold standard test. Actually, it is microscopic agglutination test, and in the option there will be macroscopic agglutination test. Microscopic agglutination test is called as MAT. It is the GST. That is the gold standard test. Not the other GST. And dark field microscopy is used in the case of direct microscopy. Penicillin G is the drug of choice, and ampicillin, doxycycline are also used. And will be treating the symptoms. That is, if at all chronic diarrhea is there, we'll be treating the diarrhea, and we'll be treating severe. If there is severe hydration problem is there, we have to treat for the hydration. Prevention and control, proper hygiene. Urine should be cleaned from the sheds. Proper vaccination practices. Control the rodent population. Use of rodenticides. These are the leptospira vaccinations present in the market. This is used in actually in dog, and these are used in the dogs. This is used in the cattle, and this can be used in the horses and cattle and sheep. Thank you.